Slow down, hide and fight it. I got my
Alrighty, to begin I'm going to be using the maracuja oil from Tarte all over her face using a small stippling brush because she has a bit of dry skin, so this will really help to hydrate it. And then to prime it a bit I'm using the primer water from Smashbox. For her brows I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the colour dark brown, and I'm filling in her tail first, as you can see, and then working my way forward. She's already got a really nice shape, so I'm just filling in the sparse areas. And for foundation I'm using the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation, I think that's what it's called, I'm not really sure. It's a really nice foundation. It looks quite thick here, but it's quite a thin formula. And I'm also using the stippling brush as well that I use for the oil all around her face, and I'm starting from the center parts of her face and then working outwards. And this foundation is really good. It's got a high SPF and really nice coverage as well. And to make the brows more defined, I'm using a concealer brush and the same foundation, and I'm carving out the brows underneath and above. And I'm also prepping her eyelids with that foundation as well. For concealer as well as highlighting, I'm using the Becca concealer in the colour Macadamia, and I'm applying that underneath her eyes in little line motions, on her forehead, in the centre part of her forehead, on the bridge of her nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and underneath where I put the contour to brighten it up a bit. Then using contour shade number 1 from the Laura Mercier Cream Contour Kit, I'm applying that underneath her cheekbones, on her jawline, and a bit on her forehead. After all that, I'm spraying it a bit with MAC Fix Plus just to make sure that it's all easy to blend because they're all cream so they can set. And I'm using a sponge and just blending into her skin. Since I did her face first, this part is really crucial, so I'm applying a lot of translucent powder and packing it underneath her eyes. This method's called baking, and I'm applying that underneath her contour. What it will do is it will set in the skin and then brighten and enhance those features a bit, as well as catch the fallout from the eyeshadow underneath her eyes, and I'll be able to wipe it all away without it staining the foundation. I'm then taking a skin colour eyeshadow and just setting her eyelids using a Morphe blender brush. This will help the darker shades blend out more seamlessly. So I'm using my Cocoa Blend palette from Zoeva and the colour Toasted with the same brush, and I'm creating a really flicked out eyeshadow shape. As you can see, I'm going way past her actual natural eye shape. This gives it a more cat eye look. Then the higher I get in the crease, I'm mixing Toasted and Red Brick from MAC, and I'm applying that in the crease. And now I'm using a smaller brush and just the colour Red Brick. It's a very reddish brown to really intensify the red tones, and I'm applying that in the inner corner of her eyes as well, but leaving the centre bare. And then to deepen the colour a bit more, I'm using a darker brown on the outer and inner corner as well, also leaving the inside, the middle part bare as well. Then just doing a final blend everywhere because it's really necessary. I'm using a pink shimmery shade from the Naked 2 palette, I believe. No, the Naked 3, the one with the pinks. and I'm applying that with a big fluffy brush. As you can see, the pigment is really shit, so I don't really recommend, but it did the job. And then I'm using a matte brown shade on her upper lash line, just to give her some definition without it being too harsh with eyeliner, because that's what I'm comparing it to from the photo I saw of Selena Gomez. As you saw, there was a lot of fallout underneath her eyes, so now I'm wiping away the bake, and it's good as new. Now I'm just measuring the lashes to the shape of her eye and then cutting them to the appropriate length and gluing them on from the outer corner all the way into the inner corner. Camera didn't record me putting eyeliner, but I just put eyeliner in her waterline and her tight line. And now I'm putting eyeshadow underneath her eyes. I'm taking the colour Toasted and the colour Red Brick underneath her eyes, putting it all the way under and flicking underneath, and then taking a dark brown just on the outer corner as well. And now I'm highlighting her brow bone and applying bronzer now. Wow, this is going really fast. Applying bronzer from Bobbi Brown, and now I'm contouring her nose. And also the blush I used was Exposed from Tarte, and the highlighter I used was Global Go from MAC. And for lipstick I used MAC Viva Glam 2 and sprayed her face with MAC Fix Plus to get rid of the powdery texture. I always do that at the end of my makeup. It's like a setting spray, but not really. Anyways, I'm done. Thank you. Bye.